My name is Sister Mary Martha Starman, Ursuline sister from Louisville. I am an interpreter.
I am Sister Kathleen Neely, Ursuline Sister of Louisville, Kentucky. When I came back to the States in March of 2020, someone told me about the Family Community Clinic and that they need interpreters.
The difference between a parish life and being so involved with the families, when you come here, it's more of a sterile process, but it's important. I remember myself when I first went to Peru. I had landed in the hospital because of eating food out on the streets. I was still in the first couple of years we were down there. There were doctors hovering over me. I didn't know what they were saying. I couldn't understand. I couldn't talk to them. And I said to myself then, if I ever can help anybody. Here, it's just being able to translate their insecurities, their problems to somebody who can help them. Well, I still miss family life in the Hispanic population, but I find this also rewarding because I know I'm helping somebody.
You can't get into personal information. It's all professional information, and that person goes out the door, and you think, all I can say is I pray for that person. I am remembering one patient who really went through a terrible situation. He was detained. He wasn't allowed to wash for a week. He had this terrible infection, rash, all over his body. We didn't ask him, but he just told of a terrible ordeal that he had.
And those people are so grateful that somebody can translate and get across what they're feeling. And I think that's the important thing of our work here, is being able to be a bridge that helps the doctor to understand what their real problem is. Otherwise, if they had no one, it would be very difficult to get this across. But it makes it so much easier on both sides if there is someone there to do that. You're only there for seconds or minutes. The people have to feel confident that you're going to do what they need, that you're going to be able to tell the doctor. That's an important thing in their lives. After working so many years, both of us, with Hispanic people, you can see that in their face when they're talking to the doctor. It's hard to translate that. You do in your own way.
The interpreter role is very different from a pastoral role. We don't have a lot of time with them. Once in a while, I can talk with a patient, and then I realize that there's more of a rapport there. One mother, she didn't realize that I really could understand until we spoke on another level. When you're translating back and forth, you just translate sentences. But this was on another level. That's not very often.
I feel the same like Kathy. I try to find time. It just so happens that the doctors I work with, they go out and take that time to ask them about their life. A good sense, but then it leaves, and they walk out the door. And this is the part that I always regret. I don't know the schools, I don't know the offices where they should go. Do you know what to do here? Do you know where to go there? Do you know this? That seems to be a question they ask. The older ones are just looking for someone that they can talk to. I mean, it's not a big amount of time. They'll explain again their problems and how they're trying to situate that. There's a few who have mentioned that they don't have papers and how they are worried. In a pastoral situation, little by little, they'll let you know how afraid they are, looking over their shoulder all the time. And these people, you don't get to experience that with them. You do know it's there. There are certain things that will be said that you know they're looking over their shoulders too.
I'm always grateful, for the years that I had in Peru, and all the people taught me, and I learned more from them than I gave. This is a way that I can pay back, a way that I can keep the language too, because it keeps me on my toes.
I never in my life ever wanted to be a nurse. Even though I didn't want to be there, it was one of the things that the people needed most. And I really feel like I am giving something important, because I know how I felt. And I think the people appreciate that there is someone there to help them. I appreciate being able to do it. It's a life-saving almost.